Okay, my friend, welcome back. Welcome to the Pennsylvania State One Pocket Championship. We are live from Breakers in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're here in, I believe, Dormont, Pennsylvania, which is a suburb. It's a college town. There's 200,000 kids walking all over the place. Every nook and cranny of these hilly suburbs. There's hundreds and hundreds of kids everywhere, and no college. A college town with no college. Quite an unusual place here. Breakers Paul Motti's pool room. And we're watching a match with Eddie Abraham and Rob Krull, and I do believe Eddie is up 1-0 against Rob. That's Rob shooting right there. I'm Alvin with Inside Pool. I'd like to welcome everyone out on the chat. I'd like to welcome our moderators, Upstate Al, Spanky79. Thanks for joining us. Had a great time hanging out with Upstate Al last weekend at Super Billiards Expo. I want to say hi to everybody out on the chat. I want to say hi to Bevins, John C. Falk, pool player, excuse me, and Robley F7. What's up, guys? Juan CGR, how you doing out there, my friend? And some of our sponsors are Hammerhead Hustling Clothing, Wear, Kamui Tips Chalk, the Bank Shot Calculator, Simonis Cloth, Fury Cues, as well as Paul Motti's sponsors, of course, Motti Cues, Jamie White, Dave Hanna of SWPA APA League. I think I know Dave. Gokhan Sinar of South Park Mitsubishi, thank you for your support. Ernie the Jeweler, Lorelli, Tony Zenner, Zenner's Vending, and Alan Landy of Landy Construction. Thanks a lot for your support of billiards and this excellent one pocket tournament here. That's Eddie Abraham you're watching. Jacoby 4710 is asking, is there a guy named Mike Creighton in the tournament? No, there is not. There's 16 players, and I will rattle off them for you now. We have Eddie Abraham, Jay Peronich, Ronnie Wiseman, Michael Wong, Rob Krull, Sean Graham, George Heschman, Ahmad Rapim, Sam Campbell, Keith Tucker, Iceman Tim, Bob Hibbets, Sam Tush, Chip Klein, and Paul Motti Sr. Glad you're enjoying the stream. How you doing, Force Follow? Good to see you. Who else do we have out there? Sybin 13. We're going to be doing this one pocket tournament, and then the PA State 9-ball championship will follow. That will not start until Saturday. Or Friday, excuse me, tomorrow. Get our score updated here for you. There's Rob Krull right there. Going to get up to shoot. Really nice guy, too. Force Follow says he loves the look of this room. This is a really nice room. These are diamond threes. He's got 10 diamond tables and several Brunswick Gold Crown threes. He's got a bar table as well as, you will see that carom billiard table in the background. You can watch this guy play a couple carom or billiard shots, 3 cushion. Force Follow says no room is complete without at least one carom table. I agree with that. Robley also agrees. Uh-oh. Be right back, guys. Staring blindly into space. Searching for something to say. What's up, my friend? My friend! You guys having fun out there? Yay? Yay. Alright, let's see what our score is here. I had to step out of the booth for some technical difficulties. They definitely need a classic rock soundtrack for this pool hall. Corner Market Bobby. So nice to see you. Upstate Alski. Huh. Interesting. Just found out some interesting news. Somebody's embedded our stream on their website so that they can get the hits. Nice. I think we all know who that is. One of our favorite pool streamers out there. All right, looks like it's it's 1-1. It's hard to see those pennies. Yeah, we'd really like you not embed our stream on your site, please. Thank you. Probably wouldn't do that to you, but hey. We're all friends, right? In the pool world. Rob Krull, he was in here practicing all day yesterday. You know what he was doing? He was doing the straight in shot. He was right about where his cue ball is now and firing a ball all the way across table straight in that bottom left-hand pocket there over and over again. That's it wasn't Bert Kinnister's #1 shot, but it's similar to that shot. So here we are in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's a bright, sunny, beautiful day here. It's the 15th of March, 2012. I'm Alvin with Inside Pool, and I'm very honored to be here at Paul Motti's Pool Room Breakers, and here with all my friends out on the chat. I'd like to welcome you all. After our monster marathon at Super Billiards Expo last weekend. Immediately drove over here and set the entire show up. The JR was not able to make it, so I slept in a little bit today. Got the stream started late, but here we are. This is the third match. Appreciate all the moderators' work, like Bob Enslow doing all he does for pool. Corner Market Bobby and Upstate Al. Had so much fun with you and Devil Dave last week. It was just incredible getting to hang out with you gentlemen. I love the experience of the old boys. The old boys always know. That's one thing I learned in life. That's where I'm at, where I'm at right now. Listen to the old boys. You know, a lot of my friends, they say, oh, they don't know what they're talking about, this and that. No, they know what they're talking about. And we're here at Paul Motti's beautiful Pool Room Breakers. You can see it there in the background. That he runs here with his lovely wife, Grace, and their son, Paul Jr., an excellent individual. We're actually going to bring out some of Paul's cues later in the stream so you guys can see some of his work. We're going to be doing a little video on this TV table here, so we'll also pull one of our streaming cameras up real close so you can check out his work. You guys know how good of a cue maker he is. Here's Eddie Abraham. He's talking to himself. I talk to myself sometimes, every day. Looks like the numbers are growing. You guys want to see some awesome one pocket? Boy, he is indecisive about this shot. Let's have a look at the top camera. You want to get in here, Paul, or are you busy? Okay. We're going to have Paul do some commentary with us later. You're playing in the tournament, aren't you, Paul? Oh, he just got knocked out. Sorry to hear that. Wrong time to talk to him. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Yes, we are working hard here. Inside Pool Magazine. I'd like you to go over to InsidePoolMag.com and sign up for our e-subscription. We're promoting the online version of the magazine. As everyone knows, the magazines are going the way of the dodo, so to say. And it's $9.99, I believe, for the year subscription to Inside Pool with our wonderful editor, Sally Timko, and her team. And big thanks to J.R. Calvert for having me here and trusting me with everything. This is year 3 with Inside Pool. And it's taken off amazing. My life is just, from the competitor website that I used to work for to Inside Pool, I have to say that Inside Pool has sent me around the world and has done everything to promote me and not take the credit for themselves, you know, like a lot of people do. So I really appreciate JR. If you're listening out there, thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying your vacation. No, it's okay. I don't need any help or anything. It's fine, JR. Just kick back and have a sip of some suds. It's no problem at all. No problem. So make sure if you're in the area, stop by Breakers here. See Paul Motti and his crew. We want to thank our sponsors, South Park Mitsubishi, Ernie the Jeweler, Alan Landy, Tony Zenner, Dave Hanna, Jamie White, the SWPA APA League. Yeah, try to type all those out, Bob. Looks like we're on break. Make sure you go over to KamuiTips.com and check out that cool Kamui chalk. Corsten actually let me hit with his cue at Ultimate 10 Ball. We did the Ultimate 10 Ball stream. He let me play with his cue and try out the chalk and stuff, and it was awesome. He had a cue that had like a number on it, you know. He was testing different cues with his cue maker. I'm not sure exactly who that is, but he was trying different shafts, and each shaft had a little sticker on it with a number. It's amazing, these high-end pros, what they do to get so good. But how about that Shane Van Boning winning the Super Billiards Expo again? Absolutely decimating the entire crowd, leaving them stunned in their seats. And I was talking to Earl, and I mentioned this a few matches ago. I was talking to Earl out in the parking lot during the finals. JR was doing the finals, I believe, commentating and running. So I went outside and was hanging out with Earl because I wanted Stevie to win and I didn't want to watch, because I figured Shane would probably stomp him because he was just running over everybody. I mean, and Earl said that he said the first day it was real warm and the tables were playing real wet and bouncy and skidding, a lot of skids. And Shane actually lost that day. And then Earl said when that winter weather rolled in, Shane's game really came into being. And he started, and that's true, man. So it's amazing what the things that Earl thinks about, And he was talking about the 10-foot table and how he was talking about his different matches with Shane, and he was talking about how the 10-foot table. This is what he said to me. This is pretty awesome here, guys and girls. Earl says to me, he says, Alvin, he says, there's two words about this game that need to happen for it to get huge. He says the first word is epic. If you can picture him saying that. It's epic. The first word is epic. And the second word is hype. And he says, if you got hype, you got epic. If you have epic, you have hype, excuse me. And he was talking about how the 10-foot table is an epic game. He was comparing it to golf, where I guess there's some guy that's out driving the field like by hundreds of yards in golf, and he was comparing him to Shane. And he was saying that the 10-foot table is a shot maker's table. You have to make a lot of shots. And a heated 10-foot table, that's another thing we were talking about, how to properly heat the 10-foot table. And Earl told me 2 long heaters down the side rails and then 1 heater on each end of the table. And we were also talking about possibly using like waterbed heaters. Gary Patrick had mentioned that from Florida, from our Cocoa Beach streaming facility, which we'll be getting down there here real soon to start streaming matches there. But yeah, we were talking about using waterbed heaters to heat the slate. That's pretty interesting. And we're actually going to put in a Centennial. We're going to put in a Brunswick Centennial 5x10 down there. They're moving out the table. If you go to my Facebook and my friends that are my friends on there, you can look in the Cocoa Beach, in my photo albums, you'll see Cocoa Beach streaming facility, Gary Patrick's facility down there, and you can see the layout of it. But they're taking the 10-footer that Mark Gregory redid. They're taking that table out, and we're putting in a Brunswick Centennial. If you look up Google and you look up a Brunswick Centennial, you'll see this awesome table. But Earl didn't like that. For some reason, I talked to Earl on the phone after I talked to Gary and told him that they're changing the table. And Earl said that table, something about it, the rails, that he didn't like it. But there's another 10-footer too that Gary actually bought 2 10-foot tables now. Brunswick Centennial, and I'm not sure which the other one is, but yeah, look for us to start streaming matches every week out of there. I'll be basically living down in there, so. Dardsdom asks, how does a 3 cushion billiard table heat the slate? And Upstate Al says they have coils built in. Interesting. Yes, the toasted one says that is great. Quality pool online all the time. Yeah, we'll be doing matches. We'll have the likes of Corey Deuel. He's already played on that table down there. Actually, he played a match, not streamed it, but he went down there and played it. He said he loved it, loved the table. We'll have guys like Tony Crosby, Hunter Lombardo, Justin Hall, who's an amazing, talented player. Mike DeLauder, another very talented player in the area. Who else is down there in Florida? Donnie the Carlot Mills. That's not his nickname. James Roberts is down there. He's a good shooter. Who else we got in Florida, guys and gals? There's not too many on the stream right now, so possibly no Floridaites. Torsten's down there. Charlie Williams. Hello, Dorabella. See you out there on the stream. Let's see, Floridaites. Rodney Morris, Durr. A lot of pros down in Florida, actually. So everybody will have some matches to check out. We've got some plans, too. Some top secret super plans that I cannot even mention on the stream. Usually I mention top secret super plans on the stream, but not this one. But there's some stuff going on with Inside Pool. At Blair Thanes down there, Pool Poker and Pain, we're going to have him do some stuff down there. In the background, that is the Iceman, Tim, right there. Real cool guy. He does like AI neurosurgeon or neuro research. He was telling me. The guy with the long hair. Oh, he's playing Ronnie. Everything's funny when you're making big money. Wiseman. Can you guys check and see if what's his face has our stream embedded on his website still? Let's get that taken care of if so. It's okay, you know. If he does, it's fine. It's fine. He has it on there. That's fine. He's got to do what he's got to do. Everybody knows, you know, what that guy's all about, so. Eddie Abraham, 1-1 here. And if I had a clue about one pocket, I would give you some better commentary. We're gonna get some other commentators to help out here soon. I'm gonna go have myself a little visit over to that website. How's that sound? Hey, he's got a picture of himself on there, looking all dapper. Oh, he looks so smart. Let's check it out. I'm gonna put a picture of myself on the website. That's what people want to see. Oh well, we got some action going on here at Breakers, so it doesn't matter. We got our loyal followers that are going to log in to our stream. And I appreciate you, and Insightful will appreciate you. Upstate Al says Alvin Eddy would be great to commentate. I'll try to get him up here. I'm sure you guys want to hear him, and girls want to hear what he has to say. Wow. I didn't know it was that much, Bob. $7,000. Hmm. See Eddie's nice stay down, follow through there. That was good. I like the way he played that ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good children go to heaven. What's up, my friend? I'm back. Please no singing, says Raft Tile. Okay. Hello, my friend. Yep, our show is definitely on that guy's channel. That's awesome. That's good. You just go ahead and take credit. Take credit for our work. No problem at all. No problem. My friend. I see you out there. What's going on? Barney. Ooh, got seasick there for a second. Still 1-1, it looks like. And I will sing when I want to sing, Raft Tile. You don't have to listen to me. I'm a singy kind of guy. I like to get you. I like to rattle you, you know. It's all quiet. I like to bust out a nice song for you. Nice shot, Eddie. That's a tough shot, that straight in shot like that. I see that ball rattle a lot. How's the stream looking out there, guys? Is it choppy? Seeing any chops? People with the real good connections is who I want to know. Does it look pretty smooth? Looks fine, says Raft Tile. Thank you, sir. Is it stuttery at all? Toasted one, looks great. Upstate Al says it's clear. Good. I'm just wondering because my connection here, it looked a little choppy, but no chop, great audio. Good. Thanks, everybody. Great to see you all. Spend some time with my friends. There's Mr. Ronnie Wiseman in the background. Toothpick in his mouth. Yeah, I apologize for the not so great commentary on this one, guys. I am not a one pocket player. I don't watch it. I don't usually ever commentate on it. I'm just doing it now because I guess there's nothing else to do. I'm the only one here. I wish I did know more. I could be of a better comic. I'm sure I'm going to get ripped in the YouTube comments. I've got from I'm a bumbling idiot to oh, they don't like when I say frowny face. That's oh man, they can't stand that. They want Billy I every time, 8 a.m. every day. Like, Billy I, where's he at? Why isn't he here? Why isn't he commentating? Time to learn, Al, says VW row player. Yeah, I guess time to learn one pocket. I I have to say I really don't like one pocket, but yeah, you guys are welcome to stop down and do some commentary with me. I'd love to have you help me out here because I am not the one pocket player. The first one pocket match I ever did film on, I've told this story before, but it was Nick Varner playing Alan Hopkins at the Patriot Cup. We were filming it, and I actually fell asleep at the camera. That's funny, Bob. I still haven't found that one match I wanted to show you guys where, man, they ripped me bad. It was Thorsten Homan playing somebody. There was like a million bad comments on it. It was a day when I was doing commentary on my own at Super Billiards Expo, and I guess I was like delirious or something. I believe that's the one where I was a bumbling idiot. It was at one of the Seminole Tour events. I want you guys to read the comments, though. Maybe somebody can stick up for me. Everybody has an off day, you know. All right, back to the match. Before I get bad comments on this one. Looks like he played a nice defensive shot there. I do know some about one pocket, but I don't know all the little details. The different shots. Exactly what they're doing. That's what it was. All right, I'm going to tell you the match right now. You can see this. Oh my God. Man, they just ripped me up bad. All right, it's Thorsten Homan versus Alex Pagulayan at the Snookers. I don't know what I said. I didn't even listen to it, but man, I must have did a bad job. Usually they don't get me too bad like that, but this one here. It's always like the same three people, too, that say all the bad comments. Anyway, back to the match here. Getting down to the last two balls. BW Road Player says, I miss it when the Camel did the 10-ball tour. I didn't know Camel did a 10-ball tour. I thought that was 9-ball. That was before my time in pool. That's pretty ahead of their time for Camel to do that. Good decision by whoever chose to do that. Ten-ball and 9-ball, says Raftile, depending on the event. Looks like Upstate Owls got booted off the stream from a storm. Thunderstorm? Is that what you're saying, Bob? Uh-huh. Oh, they're asking about Jimmy Marino. I think is that what his name is? Man, they've been talking about that guy for the past 2 days. They're talking about that guy like he's the best player that ever lived. They said that Earl wouldn't even play him. They said Earl came into town. One of these guys, I think Paul Jr., Paul Motti Jr. here told me the story. He said Earl came into town and Earl told somebody at the pool hall he'll give anybody the 8 in the whole town. They couldn't get anybody to play him. So finally they got Jimmy on the phone and they said, and Earl said, you tell that Jimmy Marino I am not playing him for nothing. So he must be a pretty strong player if Earl said there's no way he's going to play him. But yeah, they've been talking about that Jimmy Marino guy. We'll have Paul Motti Sr. on here later. He just got booted out of the tournament, got defeated, so he's not in a good mood. He was up here watching his security camera footage of his match. He was all upset he lost. Up here going through the security camera. How funny is that? Nine ball players should be rolling in here soon. I'll tell you, that bank shot calculator app would be good for this game. I know a lot of players are using that, and Clyde Ellis Jr. is the maker of that app, and he's really into it. He was at Super Billiards, sponsored that stream. So if you guys got one of those little iPhone things and you want to let bank shot calculator know that you appreciate him sponsoring our stream, then pick up one of his apps. I'm sure it's only like $5 or something like that, and it would help your game a lot. I mean, even Broomback said he liked it. John Brumback, he said he really thought it was cool. A lot of the pros were looking at it and saying they liked it. They thought it was cool. So check them out. BW Road Player says, Motti used to say all cue makers get the 7 from any pro. I don't think anybody liked even his action. Hello? Is your refrigerator running? Then you better go and catch it. Rob Krull amps up on his shot here. Look at this. Not today. Great bank. You don't have to know one pocket to know that was a great bank. All right, Eddie A. Two to one, race to three here at the PA State One Pocket Championships. This is the Inside Pool Magazine production of said tournament here at Breakers, Pittsburgh. Quite a hilly town, I'll tell you. Crazy town. I can't even believe how many side streets and 90-degree hills. Oh my gosh, this town is nuts. This town is nuts. Scooter is not here. No. He may be in here for the 9-ball, but who knows. There's been a lot of I'm going to be there, he's going to be there, she's going to be there stuff. We'll see. Yeah, this town is, man, wacky. The people are really nice, but just like a lot of side streets and weird hilly places, like houses stacked on top of each other. All right, Eddie Abraham to break. Corner Market Bob says Scooter can stir up action in the middle of the Sierra Desert. That's right. That nice diamond table. Boy, Diamond did an awesome job at the Super Billiards Expo. They put in about 10,000 pool tables. Chad Charlo and his gang, Tall Paul and Aaron. They do a lot for pool. And you want to check out their Tunica, Mississippi tournament this summer. I believe it's in July. Inside Pool will be streaming there. It's going to be the Southern Classic, I think. So you can go to Diamond's website, diamondbilliards.com, and all right, BW Road players asking who are the top contenders in this match or tournament. I'd say probably Ronnie Wiseman. Of course, Eddie Abraham here. Good player. Chip Klein. Another name that I recognize. Michael Wong is here. Young player. There's only 16 guys here. So, there you have it. Rob's firing at his hole. A 6 ball is going to be a problem here if he comes up and out of the rail and runs into that 10 ball. I'm not sure the strategy with this particular point in the game. The only thing I can really relate to is straight pool. Like looking at this from a straight pool player's point of view. Okay. Yeah, he's looking at that. Nice. Awesome shot. Awesome shot. We come up behind the 6 here, I'd imagine. Ooh. There was a little rumor Mike DeShane's was going to be here. Not sure. Just doing some action from what I heard. That's probably not true, though. I'll shoot him a text message. How about that? Yeah, they said no pros, but I think he said he was going to be here to have do some action. So he won't be playing in the tournament. He'll be possibly matching up. All right, I sent him a text message. We'll see. If I start snoring, somebody call me. Nothing on his wall, says Corner Market Bob. He said he's not coming because they wouldn't let him play. Well, that sucks. Excuse me. That's not good. I was really hoping Mike would be here, but no problem. There'll be some other great shooters here. There'll be some great players. Yeah, Mike's way out of the caliber to play in this event. They won't let any top 30 players, and Mike's in the top 10 for sure. Can anybody check on that stat? What place he is on the rankings? I'd say he's probably like 7 or 8. Well, Raftile saying, so Deshane isn't allowed to play and Wiseman is. Well, Ronnie's not in the top 30. And he's not really on the Pro Tour. I think he maybe only played. We streamed the entire Seminole Tour. I don't even think he played one event. And there was guys like, Richie Rich there, and Ronnie Wiseman wasn't even there, who is a good player. Dormont, PA. That's where we're at, outside of Pittsburgh. Really interesting, strange place. I would not want to live here, but it's nice to visit. They're saying, okay, Raftile says, so if Siegel showed up, who probably isn't ranked, ... they'd probably let him play. They let Siegel play in the Maryland 10 ball championship. They let some good players play. Siegel will be able to play. He's Mike Siegel. Of course he's going to be able to play. But yeah, their rule was no top 30 players. That was it. Paul Motti Jr. showed me the list. And Mike Deshane is high on the list. He's high on the list to rob the whole field, I mean, the only guy that gives him a real problem is Shane. And it's a toss-up between those two guys on any given day. Anyway, Mike DeShane's playing great. I'm really impressed with his game, and he's a great kid. He's got a great attitude. He's really cool to me and everybody else. I think he's a great representation of our sport. He's sponsored by a really cool pool hall called Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island, that I really like. Raptile says, I don't think Maryland had a no pro rule. I am not sure. Yep, no top 30. And I don't blame him. I mean, you know, these PA players, they spend a lot of money to be here. And, you know, what's Shane Van Boning going to show up, or Mike DeShane and Mika Immonen? And, I mean, of course they're going to show up and take the money. These guys are playing pool right now. I mean, Mika Immonen's probably playing pool right now. It's like nonstop with those guys. I've lived there. I've lived that life. I've seen it. It's just nonstop pool, nonstop. That's all they have to think about. Whereas other gentlemen, these individuals, they have to have jobs and they want to come and have a fair game of 9-ball with their, you know, it's a state championship. It's not made for pros. I'm not talking about the one pocket. I'm talking about 9-ball. See what Eddie's offering is here. How you like that shot? Wow, what a great shot. I want to mention our stats sponsor is ProPool.com. They have a really awesome stats system. They're one of the sponsors on this event, too. I forgot to mention. Look at that developed or not. There's Mike Wong in the background. He's shaking his head no. No, no, no. This is around the pocket shot right here. I do know that. Oh no, that's not what he's going to do. He set up Eddie with the bank. Eddie seemed to be pretty good with this bank here. Yeah, he jumped right up. He didn't hesitate at all. I think he likes this. This is a pretty big pocket on this bank, just from my rotation experience. You just got to hit it at a nice medium speed, just like that, and it'll develop. And the pocket gets pretty big. It's going to hit the rail, 2 rails, and goes in. Well, thank you very much, everybody. And for Inside Pool Magazine, I want to thank you very much for joining us. And we will return shortly with another match in this PA State One Pocket Championship for Breakers. So, peace.